Good early Sunday morning. I'm Bill Race here in the Stream Center here at News Channel 9, and we are using the Stream Center with our tools from Storm Track Center. And so you're seeing the Storm Tracker right now. Hope your weekend has gone okay and well. We are seeing that rain showers and thunderstorms are getting a little closer now from out west, and I'll point out a couple things for you here, and we'll kind of start from that. Let me just kind of get some idea. This right here is a severe thunderstorm warning that's still in effect. This is a tornado warning. There's a pair of them there. And that is from all of this lightning and this very strong storm that has been moving into that part of Alabama. And so, it's not very far away, but it does seem to be tracking more towards the northeast as it looks now. But we have to watch that storm. But I don't think that it's really doesn't look like it is something that's going to have an alignment with our counties. Christy, hello. Good morning. We're not quite into the meat of the storm and the rain yet, but I think we are going to see this moving better and more quickly into our area than we did last weekend when it took all night to get to Chattanooga and North Georgia. And so that is something that we are certainly looking at as far as what's happening with this particular system. Is a little bit different. And so this area here, I just am noticing this area to the west and to our southwest is holding together and developing and moving a little more directly east. Now, there is still some northeast movement. We'll see, once it gets a little farther east, will it start taking off to the northeast along with all this other and keep us from getting too much rain very soon or not in Chattanooga, I mean. Now, the plateau looks like we've already seen some rain in parts of our counties. Let me, to the north, across Bledsoe, Ray, Meigs, parts of Meigs anyway. But this has been pretty light rain. Some of it has some moderate showers. Grundy County is under a watch. Let me outline that for you so we can kind of get that in order. I'm going to take out some of this stuff here so we can just put up the watches. That isn't what I wanted. NWS watches and warnings. All right, we'll put this up. So here's in the yellow. Now this also has some warnings on there, but this is the latest as far as watches, and these are tornado watches. And so we have now counties. Grundy County is included, I should say. Van Buren, Franklin County, and then Jackson, DeKalb, not under a watch yet. Most of our Tennessee counties and the Georgia counties not under the watch. We have two watches here. Let's see if I can point these out. Here's one that's in effect until 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern, and that includes the Huntsville area and Franklin County. I'm going to move this if I can. I don't know if I can. I guess I can't. Let's see. I knew I'd find it. Well, I really didn't know. So that's one watch. Actually, there may be 3 watches on here. I'm not we're gonna find out here in just a moment. I wouldn't be surprised if a tornado watch is not issued for the Tennessee and Georgia counties before it's over. I'm gonna look, in a moment here about that and see what the Storm Prediction Center is thinking about the North Georgia counties, the Alabama counties, Tennessee counties, as far as watches are concerned for the near future. Okay, let's go back here and I'll light up the other watch here. Now, this is in effect also until 3 a.m. Central Time, and that's the one that includes, let's see, this one should include Grundy County. So you have 2 watches and actually a third one. I got a mess up here. It looks like there might have been a third one here. I was thinking there was one that expired a little earlier. Could it be way out here? No, I can't get to it. Let's see. We'll move it. And we'll try again. I'm thinking more of this watch. That's looks like the same one as what we looked at before. I mean, there's this. We got watches kind of growing up everywhere, but nothing really covering our area very much. So hang on here a second, and I'll take a look at what the Storm Prediction Center has to say in their latest observations. Let's see, what would be the best way to do that? All right, let's see. Nothing there. I'm just looking here. I'm not ignoring you by any means. I'm just kind of reading through some of this to see what we have. There is nothing really indicating that they're planning on any watches right now. I don't see anything like that. So, anyway, with that in mind, it doesn't necessarily mean that we won't have a watch or that could change, but um, we'll just have to wait and see how they continue to watch that. And I'm going to tell you to not tell you. I'm going to ask you to stand by for a moment, and I will be right back. All right, we're back again. I'm back again. Since I've been gone, they've extended what it looks to be. Let me make sure. It looks like they've extended a tornado warning almost to Franklin County. It's that same one that's been north of Huntsville, that same storm. So that is something that we're going to continue to follow. Don't think it'll show up. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that polygon there. Still got the severe thunderstorm warning that's been hanging out here. This right here. And that is in effect, the severe thunderstorm warning until 1:15 Eastern. So we still got a little time for that one. And nothing else really catches my eye. That storm system, that one cell though, is definitely got some strength to it because of just based on the lightning data. And let's just stop it here at the most recent cell here, or the most recent whatever I'm trying to say, most recent image. And so if you watch, you can see kind of the lightning popping up here. The new lightning strikes, they kind of show a little bloom when they do come up. So this area here seems to be one of our primary issues right now. This is the velocity scan, which I'm not nearly as proficient as my partner David Glenn is, as far as this concerned. But what I would see right off the top here is based on what the rotations might be. I think he would probably be showing you this coloration difference. And that's just right on the edge of that tornado warning. It's like colors, coming into the radar and winds going out and coming in. And so that's kind of what we're looking at there. That's pretty dense rain right there going through. So obviously that's a very significant storm. And let me back off a little bit so you can see where it's at. But they extended that warning. I'm experimenting a little bit here, friends. So just I'm trying to get some whatever seems to be wrong with parts of this. But this tornado warning, let me read it to you. Remains in effect until 12:30 Central, so that's about 45 minutes more. For Northeast Madison, Northeast Limestone, Moore, and Lincoln counties, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Ardmore or 15 miles southeast of Pulaski, moving northeast at 45. So that's what that is. I've got the banner right over it. Sorry about that. All right, we're going to just show you. Let me show you our area here where we have been seeing some showers starting to pick up a little bit. Pikeville over towards Spring City, Dayton. These are not tornadic storms by any means, not even severe thunderstorm warnings are out for those. And really, when you look to the west, there's not a whole lot there either. And I'm just looking. Did I change something there? I don't think I did. I was just noticing that with that thunderstorm warning that we were just talking about that had been up there, either I read the wrong time or it was pulled. So now all we're left with are these two tornado warnings. It looks like might be three. And this is what I'm talking about, right in this area here. It's kind of hard to tell if they got two or three warnings there. But regardless, it is pretty close to our viewing area as far as Franklin County is concerned. Okay, we'll start this back up. But it kind of looks like that particular cell is moving northeast and probably going to just miss us to the west. But the other thing I want to point out here is this rain area goes way, way back, and there's some very strong storms still in Mississippi that are creating warnings in central Mississippi. So we still have some of that could get in here, and the way that this has been moving is starting to, I think, make a little more of a movement to the southeast and filling. And it looks like it's starting to fill in a little bit here. So, I don't think we're going to have to wait quite as long for it to get into our western counties, Alabama counties, Georgia counties, Tennessee counties, not like last weekend. And I sure hope so, because I didn't like the way that worked out last weekend, because my timing wasn't very good for you. Once again, I'll remind you that this kind of weather situation isn't going to be very much different from one area to another, okay? We're all going to catch some showers and thunderstorms. Some of them could be strong, especially late tonight, towards daybreak, and during the morning hours of Sunday. And I know we're already in the morning hours of Sunday, but so that's kind of where we stand right now. We're just kind of my main interest right now is just what's going to happen with this one storm here that is created a tornado warning. It looks like now the tornado warning is down to just the one, and I think that expired at 45 minutes after the hour, the other ones. So we're now just down to one tornado warning, which is great that we only have the one. I wish we had none. So that particular warning, I've already, unfortunately, I can't remember what time that was. I think that was until, might have been, in fact, until 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central Time. Another busy weekend of weather. My thought is that I'm going to watch this, and I'll be back on the stream here in shortly and update you on that. If the warning is extended any farther east into our area, I'll be right back. And so just stand by with us for a while. And love you guys. Hang in there. Nothing pending really as far as any. It doesn't look like anyway. We just have to watch this one storm that's passing into Franklin County. Now there's something new coming in there. Let's see if I can catch it up with it. So this tornado warning, let me read it to you.